Chapter 14. Your subconscious mind and marital problems if the person you love feels farther away every day. It might not be the marriage that's broken, it just might be the inner story running. In your mind, what happened in your childhood could be a major key to restoring your differences. Ignorance of how the mind works is at the root of much marital trouble. When both partners learn to apply the law of mind in a constructive way, friction between husband and wife can be dissolved. When a couple prays together, they stay together. We could also say if a couple plays together. Contemplation of divine ideals, studying the laws of life, agreeing on a common purpose and plan, and honoring personal freedom can create a harmonious marriage, a sense of oneness where to become one. The best time to prevent divorce is before marriage. It is not wrong to leave a truly harmful situation, but why step into one in the first place? In my case, old childhood memories and habits haunted me for decades, so my wife and I finally brought them to the surface and dealt with them. And honestly, my ego kept trying to take over. Would it not be wiser to look at the real cause of marital problems, to go to the root of what is truly happening? As with many other challenges men and women face, divorce, separation, annulment, and endless litigation can often be traced to a lack of understanding of the functions in a relationship between the conscious and subconscious mind. The meaning of marriage. For marriage to be real, it must first rest on a spiritual basis. It must be of the heart, and the heart is the chalice of love. Honesty, sincerity, kindness, and integrity are all expressions of love. Each partner should be genuinely honest and sincere with the other. It is not a true marriage when someone marries for money, social position, or to feed the ego, because that foundation lacks sincerity, honesty, and true love. Such a marriage becomes a farce, a sham, and a masquerade. When a man or woman says, "I am tired of working. I want to get married because I want security," the premise is false. They are not applying the laws of mind correctly. True security comes from understanding the interaction of the conscious and subconscious mind and using it. For example, a woman will not lack wealth or health if she applies the principles in the respective chapters of this work. Her supply can come to her independent of husband, father, or anyone else. A woman is not dependent on her husband for health, peace, joy, inspiration, guidance, love, wealth, security, happiness, or anything else. Her security and peace of mind come from the inner powers within her, and from consistently using the laws of her own mind in a constructive way. Now, let's look on how to attract the ideal husband. You now understand how your subconscious mind works. You know that whatever you impress upon it will be expressed in your world. Begin now to impress your subconscious mind with the qualities and characteristics you desire in a man. Here's a reflection for you. How many of you have chosen a relationship or partner in life that is very similar to your mom or your dad's habits? If you take a few minutes to look into this, you'll find you might get sick because of what your parents did or said when you were a child. I've seen this in my own family and friends so often. Many of this is unconscious, but it is a memory locked in your subconscious mind. You might be wondering why you are always ticked off when your spouse or boyfriend says something that triggers an emotion, a feeling which will upset you big time, and this pattern repeats itself for decades. What's up with that, right? They are a buried memory, that's all, but will hurt you over and over again unless you change the memory. What old negative memories can do is devastating. It can actually cause divorces, wars, poverty, you name it, and yup sickness. What are your thoughts causing you to do? I'm not saying I can explain everything, nobody can. But I can tell you for sure, you all have an incredible mindset which can do way more good than harm. You were born to spread wellness, is what I know for sure. What changed you was the environment you grew up in, and who influenced you in your childhood years mostly. Here is an excellent technique. At night, sit in an armchair, close your eyes, let go, relax the body, and become quiet, passive, and receptive. Speak to your subconscious mind and say, "I am now attracting the perfect person into my experience who is honest, sincere, loyal, faithful, peaceful, happy, and prosperous. These qualities I admire are sinking into my subconscious mind now. As I dwell upon these characteristics, they become a part of me and are embodied subconsciously. I know there is an irresistible law of attraction, and I attract a person according to my subconscious belief. I attract that which I feel to be true in my subconscious mind. I know I can contribute to his peace and happiness. He loves my ideals, and I love his ideals. He does not want to make me over, nor do I want to make him over. There is mutual love, freedom, and respect. Practice this process of impressing your subconscious mind, and you will have the joy of attracting a man with the qualities you have mentally dwelt upon. Your subconscious intelligence will open a pathway by which you will meet according to the changeless flow of your own subconscious mind. Have a sincere desire to give the best that is in you: love, devotion, and cooperation. Be receptive to this gift of love you have given your subconscious mind. How to attract the ideal wife? Affirm as follows: I now attract the right woman who is in complete accord with me. This is a spiritual union, because divine love is functioning through the personality of someone with whom I blend perfectly. I know I can give this woman love, light, peace, and joy. I feel and believe I can make her life full, complete, and wonderful. I now decree that she possesses these qualities. She is spiritual, loyal, faithful, and true. She is harmonious, peaceful, and happy. We are irresistibly attracted to each other. Only that which belongs to love, truth, and beauty can enter my experience. I accept my ideal companion now. This is exactly how I attracted my wife in my life. I was in Alberta, Canada. She was in Quebec, Canada, 4,000 miles away. As you think quietly and with interest in the qualities you admire in the companion you seek, you build the mental equivalent within yourself. Then the deeper currents of your subconscious mind bring you together in divine order. Joseph Murphy shares this story. No need for a third mistake. A teacher once said to me, I have had 3 husbands, and all 3 were passive, submissive, and dependent on me to make all decisions and run everything. Why do I attract that type of man? I asked whether she knew her second husband was the effeminate type, and she replied, of course not. If I had known, I would not have married him. Apparently, she had not learned from the first mistake. The trouble was in her personality makeup. She was very masculine and domineering, and unconsciously wanted someone submissive and passive so she could play the dominant role. This was unconscious motivation, and her subconscious picture attracted what she subjectively wanted. She had to break the pattern by adopting the right prayer process. How she broke the negative pattern? She learned a simple truth: when you believe you can have the type of mate you idealize, it is done unto you as you believe. This is the specific prayer she used. I am building into my mentality the type of man I deeply desire. The man I attract as a husband is strong, powerful, loving, very masculine, successful, honest, loyal, and faithful. He finds love and happiness with me. I love to follow where he leads. I know he wants me, and I want him. I am honest, sincere, loving, and kind. I have wonderful gifts to offer him: goodwill, a joyous heart, and a healthy body. He offers me the same. It is mutual. I give and I receive. Divine intelligence knows where this man is, and the deeper wisdom of my subconscious mind is now bringing both of us together in its own way, and we recognize each other immediately. I release this request to my subconscious mind, which knows how to bring it to pass. I give thanks for the perfect answer. She prayed in this manner night and morning, affirming these truths, knowing that through frequent occupation of the mind, she would reach the mental equivalent of what she sought. Several months passed. She had many dates and social engagements, non-agreeable. When she was tempted to doubt or waver, she reminded herself that infinite intelligence was bringing it to pass in its own way, and that there was nothing to fear. Her final divorce decree was granted, bringing a great sense of release and inner freedom. Shortly afterward, she worked as a receptionist in a doctor's office. She told me that the moment she saw the physician, she knew he was the man she had been praying about. Apparently he knew it too. He proposed the first week. Their marriage was ideally happy. He was not passive or submissive. He was a real man, a former football player, an outstanding athlete, and deeply spiritual, yet free of sectarian ties. She received what she prayed for because she claimed it mentally until she reached the point of saturation. She united mentally and emotionally with the idea until it became part of her like food, becoming part of the bloodstream. Should I get a divorce? Divorce is an individual matter and cannot be generalized. In some cases, there never should have been a marriage. In other cases, divorce is not the solution, no more than marriage is the solution for loneliness. Divorce may be right for one person and wrong for another. A divorced woman may be more sincere and noble than many married women who are living a lie. I once spoke with a woman whose husband was a dope fiend, an ex-convict, a wife-beater, and a non-provider. She had been told it was wrong to divorce. I explained that marriage is of the heart. If two hearts blend harmoniously, lovingly, and sincerely, that is the ideal. The pure action of the heart is love. She then knew what to do. She knew there is no divine law compelling her to be browbeaten or beaten simply because someone said, "I pronounce you man and wife." If you are in doubt, ask for guidance, knowing an answer exists and will come. Follow the lead that arises in the silence of your soul. It speaks in peace. If you've enjoyed this so far, stay tuned for the amazing conclusion next. Chapter 14a. Your subconscious mind and marital problems.